So Halo is basically your standard story of good versus evil, and it mixes a lot of sci-fi elements in it, and we're looking at basically man's struggle to survive.
Halo is a first-person shooter that really defined the original Xbox. It was that game that stood out from the pack and let you know that the Xbox was a serious contender as far as the gaming platforms were concerned.
Halo's really all about everything that you ever wanted from one big kick-ass adventure. You got the main guy, Master Chief, he's got a gun, there's bad guys that are aliens, they're gonna take over the planet, and you gotta go kick ass.
In a lot of ways, it was kind of the perfect storm. It was in the right place at the right time. It was that game. Halo was the game that stood out from the pack and made you go, all right, okay, sure.
I'm Joe Fielder. I'm the site director of GameSpot. I'm here today to talk to you about Halo from Bungie. When I first got the game, I played it for about 10 hours straight. It's one of those games that compels you to pull all-nighters. It's that good. People who have been looking for the last few years for a game as good as Half-Life or Rare's GoldenEye 007 will be pretty pleased to learn that they don't really need to look anymore. It's here. It's Halo.
No.
The most memorable things for Halo 1 for me is the introduction.
The aliens are hitting the ship, there's, holes getting blown up, fire breathing in there, and basically you gotta run your way and find the captain of the ship, and he's gonna give you your first gun. So that whole first part of the game when you're running through there and they haven't even given you a gun yet and you're trying to get to where you're going and figure what's going on out, that whole little hectic scene they create I thought was really awesome.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
The other moment is also the first time in a while that I had on a console, the very kind of same feeling that you had when you're watching a movie. It's the first time you were on the corner and you saw the flood, you're like, ah! Which is pretty common in like sci-fi movies. It doesn't happen too often in games because we can pretty much guess what's going on and what's around the next corner, but that was a surprise.
My favorite part of Halo 1 was the Warthog gauntlet at the end of the game when you were escaping, jumping ramps and running stuff over, and that was actually the first time I looked at Halo and said, wow, I mean, that's incredible, and I want to play that.
We ran from them. They followed. We thought they'd never find us. We were wrong.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
So Halo was obviously a really big success for Microsoft, so for Halo 2 they went ahead and did everything they possibly could to make that game a huge, huge deal.
There are those who said this day would never come. What are they to say now?
It's just one of those games that, the marketing hype kind of fed into it, and Microsoft and Bungie just made it this huge event, and they had, people lining up at midnight for it.
Who else slept all day today so you could play all night long?
Straight up, man. Straight up. Slept all day.
Bob Burnett, are you in the store? Bob Burnett, are you in the store? You were number one! Where the hell are you, Bob?
Obviously the part that stands out about Halo 2 today is its multiplayer.
My favorite part of Halo 2, I guess, would have to be the multiplayer stuff. The multiplayer stuff, even the co-op play was fun.
People run around and shoot each other and blow up, and it's a blast, pardon the pun.
It's well thought out with a lot of quality maps and a lot of quality content. Halo 2's multiplayer, you can't overlook it. It's really good.
A real breakthrough title this year was Halo 2. I mentioned it, 6.3 million users, and that's a number where, just the first day that it was sold, it was $125 million. That's faster breaking than, say, the first weekend of even the most popular movies. So significant levels there.
I know you. Your past. Your future.
I actually have pretty high expectations for the single-player campaign in Halo 3, mainly because I'm one of the people that felt like I got left hanging at the end of Halo 2.
Your world will burn until its surface is but glass.
For Halo 3 single player, I think I want what everyone wants. I just want to see a resolution to this story. I mean, the ending for Halo 2 was pretty bad, but at the same time, in what Bungie's revealed so far, combined with what we know from Halo 2, you really kind of see where this is going.
But Halo 3, it's got to deliver. It's got to have, it's got to have the conclusion of what everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to know how that story is going to go. It's got to give us more of the world. I expect it to be a game that delivers on the promise of what Halo 2 started.
When Halo 3 launches, it's going to be a big deal. I mean, you're going to see a lot of people going out and buying Xbox 360s specifically to play the game, and you're going to see a lot of people that already have the system going out and getting it. I mean, it's going to be a very big day.
There's going to be lines of people, not only in real life waiting to get the game, but once they're at home, there's going to be virtual lines of people getting into multiplayer games, and most importantly, setting up their co-op matches with their friends. That's going to be badass.
You're going to have a lot of people taking a lot of days off from work. And it's going to be a really good time.